rich. Realize it can happen. My time is money, I don't give a fuck what the haters say. And I just clocked out of work, ain't been asleep for like 2 days. Then when I get home, I jump in the shower and get me some toothpaste. I come in her mouth and she never swallows, so treat my semen like it's toothpaste. I'm putting the team on my back. I guess you could say I'm LeBron James. They tell me I sound like a veteran. She told me my dick was a medicine. Realize it can happen, yeah. To be the man took practice. Not 21, but I'm a savage. If you want a problem, you can have it. The money brings me satisfaction. Dominican was never average. I'm educated, got my bachelor's. My flow's like a natural disaster. And my woman just keep getting badder. She said she feels it in her bladder. I'm high like Kobe when he dropped 31, bringing triple team, it don't matter. I know they waiting on release dates, but I can blow for a week straight. I never had to go touch rate. Took some time for me to blossom. I'm still perfecting my project. Now or never coming soon. But until then, I let them gossip.
My influences growing up, I would want to say 50 Cent. Because I was in New York, I was listening to 50 a lot. My older cousins and stuff were playing 50 all the time. He had like a crazy wave when he first came out. And as I got older, more like my college days in high school, I would say J. Cole, you know, Friday Night Lights would warm up, his mixtapes, just his music in general influenced me a lot. So that's about it. It's 50 and J. Cole, I guess. Again, my favorite artist today, Dave East, is definitely somebody I look up to a lot. J. Cole, I like Kendrick, I like Drake. Still go with the old school, 50, Jada, Fat. I mean, anybody who really, I guess, had some longevity in the game. And made a stamp, I guess. Shallow Mac through a friend that, an artist as well, he was rapping, his name is Ben GF. He came to the studio a few times. I really didn't have a set studio that I would go to. I was kind of jumping around. And he came to the studio, the vibe was, you know, right, and I came in and, you know, scheduled my own session, and after that, it just grew from there. I think it was a Rough Riders concert, and I was scrambling like crazy trying to get a ticket to go. It was here in Atlantic City during the summer, and he hit me and told me he had a ticket if I wanted to come through and, you know, ride out with him and the rest of the guys, and from then on, it's been history. My style of rap, I would say I'm more of a conscious kind of artist. You know, I like to speak truth. I like to speak from the heart and my mind, and from struggle and pain, and, you know, I kind of feel like my music comes from a dark place. You know, I can talk about a lot of different things, but I thrive more and, I guess, go harder when it's pain and, you know, struggles and hardships on the line, pretty much, with my music, which is the message I try and convey to people. What makes me different as an artist, I would say that I can cover pretty much any lane. If you want to talk street, we can do that. You want me to sing, I can do that. You want me to go mainstream, I can do that. You just want me to, you know, rap, freestyles. I feel like I can cover every angle that rap has to offer. You know, it's no limitation of what, you know, I can do. Pretty much rap, R&B, hip-hop, even Spanish. You know, I'm bilingual, I can speak Spanish, do the Spanish trap thing too. So I really don't feel like there's any barriers between, you know, me and the music. Hip-hop, to me, is everything. I feel like, you know, it breathed life, or gave me life, you know, in situations where, you know, like losing my mom at a young age, you know, at 14, and music kind of helped, hip-hop and rap itself helped me get through, you know, tough moments, you know, songs that I can still remember and play in my head now, and different artists within that genre helped me, you know, get to where I'm at now. I feel like, you know, without music, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. I realized music was my passion when I was 14. I used to write rhymes in my basketball playbook. Always played basketball. It's crazy with basketball. Basketball is actually my first love. But when I started writing rhymes in my playbook after the games, and in the back of the bus, I would tell, you know, I would rap for the guys, and it started off, you know, as a joke at first, and then from actually writing and constantly, you know, reading and getting better, At 18, I figured I could take it a little serious, and I started from there, with a little more passion and a little more effort behind it. I feel like lyrics are very important. A lot of people in music have an influence. They have a big influence. A lot of artists in music have a big influence on what kids listen to, what they do, and the lyrics mean a lot. Like some of the artists now, drugs and females and sex, all that sells. So that's pretty much what you're gonna get. But that's why I appreciate artists like Kendrick and Cole and the Jay-Z's and the Nas and the ones that came before us, because there was actual content, and lyrics behind the music. It was bigger than just trying to have sex, sell, and drugs and all that. So lyrics are everything. Yeah, that's definitely a biggie. The greatest rapper to me and why? That's a tough question. The greatest rapper, I don't think it's one. For me, it has to be a list, maybe a top 5, maybe a top 10 if it can be. But I feel like Jay-Z for me could be one of the rappers that I would say it's all time for me, at least that I was able to hear growing up, from 94 to now. J. Cole, I feel like he's right around the corner with it too as well. Nas, I could say Biggie and Pac just because I heard the music, but I wasn't around in that era when they were at the pinnacle and doing what they were doing. But for me, I would say Jay-Z right now, Nas, J. Cole, and I'm really starting to like Dave East a lot. So that's about it. My favorite rap group. Oh man, when G-Unit had to run, man, I was like big on 50. I used to live in New York. I was big on 50. G-Unit had a crazy run. 50 had a crazy run. The Locks had a crazy run as well too. State Property was crazy when they were under Hove. It's hard to pick a favorite. There's so many different groups coming up in that era in the 90s and in New York, especially. Like, it's just hard to pick one. I feel like all of them inspire me in many different ways to be where I'm at right now, especially with the music. Rich, it's an acronym. A lot of people just, my name's Richie, so my friends and, family call me Rich for short. And I used to think to myself, like, Rich, I can have to turn that into something, right? So I sat in my room one day and I was just breaking down Rich and turned into an acronym and found out that I could break it down into a million different things. Rich can mean a million different things, but the meaning behind it is realize it can happen. And that's with anything in life, not just music, not just, sports, with anything in life, realize that whatever you put your mind to, you can make happen. Just have to work at it and go on it. I'd rather be the richest rapper. I want to be legendary. I can't say that I don't. But the money the money doesn't mean anything, but you need money in order to survive on this world. Like, you need money in order to survive. But I would definitely like to be legendary. That's a tough question. Legendary or the richest, right? I would say richest, man. Like, Jay-Z's legendary, but he's rich at the same time. He's got millions. So, I don't really think the money defines you, but like I said, money rules the world. Money makes the world go around. So I had to say richest. Rich, the name's Rich, realize it can happen. I had to say richest. Favorite song that I made, I did a remake to Nas, the J. Cole's Let Nas Down. I did a remake to that, and I named it Let My Mom Down. Since she passed away, I kind of dedicated the song to her and took that direction with it. And that was a heartfelt kind of verse and song. It meant a lot to me when I wrote it down, and it even meant even more when I recorded it, and I still play it now and listen to it to myself. But that's the best song I feel like I've recorded, even though it's a cover on someone else's beat. But And I feel like that's my favorite song. That's one of the best songs I've recorded.
Counting on your boy to prosper, so I prevail through all my problems. They know I'm all about a dollar. I release my demons in the sauna. My flow's improving like Wakanda. I got my swagger from my father. I come alive when it's a problem. I don't entertain any nonsense. The money talk, Joel and B. I just had to trust the process. I talk about money on every verse, cause I'm witnessing the progress. My music's the only thing that I hear. I'm the one that the game fears, cause I've been striving harder every year. And when it's wartime, man, who really there? The feds gave my cousin like 10 years, and that just gave me motivation, determination, and a little pain. That's how I built my operation. My mother left my heart vacant. I never indulge in the fake shit. If you got a dream, better chase it. If I ain't the hottest, you smoking the lace clip. Remember when I had the braces? I still had all the women chasing. My head game had her all in the matrix. Facts, I do this for mommy and papi. Dominican, I'm so cocky. Y nunca trabajo de gratis. Dame un papel con un lápiz, and I'll kill a beat properly. I know that nobody can stop me. Still keep a shooter beside me. I never stop for the IG. Everybody eats with good as gold, and real records stay behind me. Facts. It's rich. Realize it can happen, man. Now never coming soon.